Just a day or two after Joe Biden says that he's going to start wearing the masks again, he walks into an event, he's not wearing a mask.
Hello, everybody. Let me explain to the press. I've been tested again today. I'm clear across the board. But they keep telling me because this has to be 10 days or something, I got to keep wearing it. But don't tell them I didn't have it on when I walked in.
The press laughs. Ha ha ha. Oh, ha ha ha. Who are they laughing at? They're laughing at you. That's who they're laughing at. They're not laughing at Joe Biden. Joe Biden's saying, I said I was going to wear a mask, but I'm not going to wear it. It's okay. I don't have COVID. Ha ha ha. The only reason that we're all supposed to be wearing these masks is because COVID is allegedly this deadly, horrific disease that's going to kill us all if we don't upend society and rules and regulations and laws and individual liberties and all the rest of it to protect against it. That shouldn't be a laughing matter when you violate that. But it is, because they know that the virus isn't particularly dangerous, and they know that it doesn't merit upending society other than the political ends that they're trying to inflict. So Biden, he can choose to not wear his mask, and he probably does a lot. The press, they don't need to wear their masks. But you do. And that's the punchline. That's the joke of it. Right now, go to genucel.com/KnowlesYT. As you might know, we are all big fans of our friends over at Genucel. Don't just take my word for it. Ella from Rockford says, quote, I have both age and acne spots, and this stuff is actually fading both of them. This serum is worth every penny. Ella is raving about the famous dark spot corrector from Genucel, a must-have after months of record heat and humidity. Sunspots, brown spots, discoloration, and even red inflamed patches all disappear in front of your very eyes. And here's the Genucel amazing guarantee. You will see results on day one or your money back. So take advantage of Genucel's most popular package, which now includes the dark spot corrector plus the classic Genucel bags and puffiness treatment and immediate effects, all at about 70% off. So you can try the best skincare in the world for yourself, completely risk-free. It's simple. Go to genucel.com/KnowlesYT and start looking years, even decades younger tomorrow. Say goodbye to dark and liver spots, bags, and puffiness under the eyes, crow's feet at genucel.com/KnowlesYT, genucel.com/Knowles, letter Y, letter T. Mike Pence has some thoughts.
Here within the Republican Party, I think we have a choice to make, and that is whether or not we're going to offer the American people a candidate and a standard bearer that will carry forward the common sense conservative agenda of a strong national defense, American leadership in the world, fiscal responsibility and pro-growth policies, a commitment to traditional values and liberties and life, or whether or not we'll follow the siren song of populism, unmoored to conservative principle.
I really like Mike Pence. I think he's an honorable guy. I just think he happens to be wrong here. What we're hearing is the same sort of thing we heard in 2016, which is that we've got the conservatism, which is principles. And the principles are cut taxes, add more military funding, X, Y, and Z. Or populism, which that's Donald Trump. And it's sort of ironic coming from Mike Pence, because Mike Pence was the running mate and vice president for Donald Trump, who is considered the face of American populism. But that word populism, I'm not sure it really means anything as it is used. It's just used as a term of derision, all this populism, from the people on the left and from the liberals on the right. We need to cut out this populism. What is populism? Populism means different things at different times. Politics is eternal principles applied to ever-changing circumstances. And sometimes you focus a little bit more on the principle side, sometimes more on the circumstance side. And populism is much more sensitive to changing circumstances. But what it boils down to is a recognition that there is a chasm between the people and the supposed representatives of the people. And when the people feel like they're being gypped and they're not actually being represented in the government, then you're going to see rising populism. That is not a siren song. That's an important alarm. That's a warning sign that something has gone wrong in your body politic. Neither party, neither base group of voters, the liberals or the conservatives, has faith any longer in American elections. The left has questioned way more elections than the right has. And the right obviously is skeptical of the 2020 election. we no longer really believe in our system of justice. The left has for years said the system of justice is being weaponized against racial and sexual minorities, and I think that's largely not true. But the right is pointing out, well, hold on, the justice system is being weaponized against conservatives and pro-lifers and Catholics and Midwestern grannies from January 6th. And so we don't have faith in that any longer. We say, wait, hold on, our economy is no longer really working for us. And the representatives, so-called, in the Republican and Democrat parties, they're all for outsourcing. They're all for sending our manufacturing overseas. They're all for free trade deals that are supposed to boost up GDP. But a lot of people, especially working class Americans on the left and the right, are getting squeezed here. They don't feel like they're being represented. What is the future here? Conservatism or populism? Ironically, what is being called populism is a much more solid and traditional and classical form of conservatism before the chic, corporate kind of libertarianism of the last 3 decades took over. Protect your workers, build up your industry, secure your borders. If that's populism, if that's not conservatism, then I don't know what I guess I'm not a conservative. That seems pretty conservative and basic to me. And you have to take populism seriously, because otherwise you could have a lot more political instability. And I think the people in this case have a real point. Boy, what a great clip that was. Now, make sure that you ring that bell, subscribe to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel. See you next time.